You see, the Sabahan-Sarawakans, Christian in particular, are very aware of their rights even before before Malaysia was formed. The practice, the religious freedom, able to practice freely, the use of the term Allah had been there for many years. Therefore, they are very disappointed as well, and I think I mean, you ask any of them, they feel that this is very political, because for the past 50 years or so, it has never been a problem for us. And they have been reading their Alkitab in the Bahasa Malaysia, in Bahasa Indonesia, for all these years. And yet, so suddenly that this become a big issue. Yeah, I echo not only my disappointment, but the disappointment of many of the Christians in Sabah and Sarawak. Now, how could this be resolved? I think one option, the first, in the present political government that we have, is for the Prime Minister and the ministers concerned to be brave, to have that political will to make a stand consistent with the rights under the federal constitution. The problem now, as I see it, either it is intentionally done, or it's because of the negligence of our minister, the Prime Minister in particular, for failing to speak in support of the Constitution. I believe is the source of the problem. If he were to make a very clear stand on it, consistent with previous decision of the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court decision of Che Omar, for example, the legal opinion of two eminent Lord President and Chief Justice of Malaysia, as far as I know, Sufyan and I think it was Hamid, much earlier, that this is the position. And I think we could have avoided all this kind of situation. Now, that probably we the first option, because of the government of the day. Now, they have to make a very strong position as far as the government is concerned. And I think that would help the rest of the people and individuals, even including people like Perkasa and Jais and Mais, to follow suit, you know. Now, of course, if they ask me, the drastic option, the second option, would be a political change, a government change, and that is what we are trying to offer to the people. It's very clear, and as far as Pakatan Rakyat is concerned, that we have our manifesto. It's very clear that our stand on this issue, on the other issues, very clear. The Pakatan Rakyat had leaders had already made a stand on the matter, including my chief, Dr. Sri Anwar, and echoed by the rest of the people, in particular the past leaders, you see. And they made it very clear that it's not an issue with them, that non-Muslim can use the word Allah. So that's probably the second option I see.
What about the PN ministers who are Christians themselves?
Okay, now that again probably would be the next option now to support the first option. You see, the moment we have Christian ministers within the cabinet, federal or otherwise the state, making a stand together, and I think that would give that pressure as it were.
Why haven't they said anything, or have they not said it strongly enough?
Probably, yeah. We only hear one or two guys that have mentioned about it and made a stand. I know James Masing is one that speak from Sarawak. At one time, Berdumpo used to comment on it from Sabah. Why they are not speaking? I think basically one is the fear from we have the political whip, or as it were, and I think the boss is probably not to them, and for fear of the kind of political repercussion from the boss. Now, secondly, perhaps I don't know whether they are very aware of the rights, aware of the legal position of the Christian in the country.
Yeah, because it is in the constitution, isn't it? So are they not
Definitely, it is in the
going back to
constitution.
that?
Exactly, and decision had been made in the past. Not only that, as I mentioned in my last article, it had been debated in Parliament. And Tunku, Bapak Malaysia, made it very, very clear in his speech from the very beginning that this nation is to be secular, and therefore the Article 4 of the Supreme, which mentioned that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So that covered this whole area, and even I recall, I've mentioned that a few times, that this had been a fear even before the formation of Malaysia, in particular for the Christian evangelical in Sarawak, from my own people. And if you read the Kobol Commission report, the Intergovernmental Committee report, they made it very clear that the 5,000 Muruts from Lawas were fearful to form Malaysia, to join Malaysia, because of these very rights that may be threatened. And I think that fear is fulfilled in our days.
If these Bian ministers were to put politics aside and see themselves as Christians, could you all not get together and sort of fight for religious freedom from that point of view?
And I think you are right, and I want to add to that. I think it's not only the Christian YBs. If even the non-Christian YBs comes in,
Yes.
yeah, including the Malays, the Buddhists, and the other YBs having different faith come together, make a stand together on the matter. As all of us, as I remind myself and our people, the YBs of the state of Sarawak, our oath of office is foremost to protect and defend the Constitution,
Yes.
the Federal Constitution. So it is not only the responsibility of the Christian YBs to stand up for this, and I believe it's all should stand and defend the Constitution.